Hello, hello, hello. So I'm starting off with talking about the flu because we all are done talking with the other thing. Don't worry, that other thing is going to come later. But first, the flu. I've been sick for about the past 3 weeks, and I'm starting to get a little bit scared because I'm just not getting better. I know I sound better. The phlegm's gone, the cough is gone, but I'm having difficulty swallowing. And not difficulty, it's just is noticeable, and it shouldn't be noticeable when you swallow. So I don't know what's going on. It might be the flu. It might be COVID part 97 or whatever. There's a bad um, sickness going around right now. And I don't really hear many people talking about it, but I feel like it's going around. So, and it is so annoying because you have so much time when you're sick. And you have so much time, and yet it all gets wasted. This week hasn't been as bad. I've gotten some stuff done this week. The last week, I was basically just in a haze. I don't remember anything from last week. It went away, and I don't know what happened. The only thing I know is that I watched Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition and Two Towers Extended Edition. That's it. There's nothing else that happened I did that entire time. And it's what is going on? Your brain is still functional, right? If you're sick, why are you so tired? It's do your resources go other places? Is the energy that would go towards your brain go towards I don't know the flu? Is that how the brain works? Or is it the life force? Not to get mystical, but how do things actually work? I don't know. I'm a very scientifically minded person. I don't know how things actually work. And I just got destroyed by the sickness. Good timing, really good timing. I was between projects, so probably a good time to get sick and be disappeared from the world for a while. But dear God, I haven't been hit this badly by getting sick for uh since COVID. Really, even COVID never really hit me that this bad. I got COVID and I was kind of out of it for a day or two. This is worse. So I don't know what advice I can give anybody, but try not to get sick. Is that advice, or is that just oh, don't get sick? Anyway, um, it's a weird time, especially if you're alone in your house. You just you literally become a ghost going through everything. You don't really exist for a while. Um, so yeah, you're probably gonna get sick this year. I would recommend not avoid it if you can. But really, I guess anything really gonna protect you? No. I mean, you can wash your hands and protect other people, sure, but you can't really protect yourself. And also, I think part of it is the fact that I was completely isolated for most of August as a person. And so I was basically just going to this interior room by myself and then being home by myself. And then I got exposed in quick succession to the Germans in New York and the subway system. And then the week after that, the Germans are my nephews and these and all of their stuff. And then my body knowing that it's a good time to get sick. So it was successive things that I might have gotten multiple illnesses and just not known it. Anyway, next topic. I want to get to 5 minutes. I really want to keep that structure, but it might not happen. So back to the topic of the day: Charlie Kirk's murder. What comes next? Thankfully, the right wing is kind of coalescing around a strategy that is not violent because we're better than them. Purely just better. And the strategy seems to be we are going to use every strategy that the far left has been using against us and against them. Minus protests. I don't think we're going to be doing protests. What does this mean? Well, one, I think lawfare is on the table. You know how they did all these lawsuits against All these different people. Like if you look at Trump, that new they did like these spurious lawsuits against basically every single one of his people, and a lot of other conservatives besides. Like they used the law a lot to try to go after their political enemies. It's really a problem, but it works. It can work. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing a lawfare against Democratic figures. That seems to be a general piece of agreement. And okay, we've been playing nice. We've been like free speech and going to places and stuff. Okay, you guys want to play hardball? Fine. And it's not really about the killing. Because like, yeah, you have random people. You have bad things that happen all the time throughout every moment of every day. In a country of 300 million people, terrible things that happen constantly. It's the reaction. It's the reaction to it that got people mad. It doesn't take that much effort to say, my condolences. We're sorry about your loss. That doesn't take that's not a difficult take. Don't speak ill of the dead. That's a pretty good take. Don't attack dead people. That's not that difficult. And yet they failed. They failed either by being happy about his death or by saying he deserved it or saying that he had it coming. All of this different stuff. Not acceptable. Absolutely not acceptable response. Now some I'm not gonna say all because I have seen several Dems and liberal-minded people who have been good about it. Like people don't like to say it, but the TMZ guy, he apologized for what was really, really looking bad for him. Newsom said the right thing, Clinton said the right thing, Obama borderline kind of said the right thing, Biden, all of these a lot of people did say the right thing. So I'd want to be clear that like all these attacks don't apply to people who are playing by the rules of the game. But there are a lot of people who didn't, and they need to be harassed. That's a nice way to say it. So that means welfare. Another option, canceling. You canceled a lot of us. You worked really, really hard to get a lot of us fired from different organizations or companies or whatever else. We see this happening. We're not stupid. We see you doing it. We are well aware that this is something that you are doing against us, whether we know it or not. Okay, fair. We can do that. We can call up the HR people. We can call up leadership. We can point out different things that you guys do. Yeah, you celebrated the death of a public figure. I don't want to buy your product unless you can get rid of that guy who did that. Fair game. The handbrakes are off. Another thing we can do is just calling out people, like individually people, for when they say something that's stupid, not just being like, "Oh, they're the far left. Yeah, they say things. It's mean, but we get over it." No, now we're like, okay, play ball. You guys have been dicks to us, calling us the worst thing you can possibly call us in your mind: fascist, Nazi, racist. You've been calling us all these things for like 10 years. So we're tired of it. We're done. We're kind of done with your bullshit. And this doesn't apply to the entire left, and we repeat that again and again. But the far left wackos, yeah, you guys are gonna be feeling the same pain we've been feeling for the past 10 years. Because if we don't, then it just basically tells you can assassinate our one of our top 5 most influential political figures in the past 10 years, and it's a working strategy. It cannot be a working strategy. There has to be an escalation from our side to show that it's not a strategy that can be pursued by you guys. No, we're peaceful. We're good people. We're the good guys. You guys are the bad guys, so we're gonna be doing things the right way. It doesn't seem like this is gonna get out of hand, but the handbrakes are off, and I think that's what's been agreed upon by the broader right wing. Is that okay? You are not two sides that are arguing over policy anymore. You guys are the bad guys. We're the good guys. We need to use nonviolent legal means to take you down, and we're going to because we're really good at it at doing things when we actually want to. We're good at stuff. Better than you. So, strategy for an individual. First of all, I don't really think this is going to affect most people. Like, the honest truth is, I think that the Americans are lazy. What I was saying before, yes, there's going to be people who do that kind of stuff. It's probably not going to be you. Your best strategy is to be good. Nick Freitas actually had a good thing about this. He's like, train your mind so you can make better arguments. Train your body so in case anything does go down, you're ready for it. Because a healthy body produces a healthy mind. That's been shown by science. Just a pure mental, your mental is going to disintegrate quickly, more quickly than it would otherwise. Pray. I'm bad at that. I don't pray. I don't pray at all, really. But it's probably a good idea. Eat well. Connect to people. Do not spend your life in front of a computer screen. The life we are trying to protect is the life of social group. We are not animalized individuals. We belong or should belong to tribes. So just keep your friends, keep your family, live good lives, and then pass all that. Be prepared. Have a month's worth of food somewhere in your house. Have potable water somewhere in your house. Don't sacrifice any. I wouldn't recommend sacrifice. People are gonna say sacrifice your liberal friends. I wouldn't recommend it. It just practically. I've gone through this debate in my own head about my friends. Practically, it's not a good idea to lose friends over politics, even now. But maybe correct them if they say something stupid. Don't just be like, oh, whatever. No, it's be like, if they say something stupid, like glorifying this death or just calling people fascists, you should correct them. I think that's warranted. You don't have to like out yourself as a conservative, but like say something. And finally, produce content. Do things. Do the thing. Make the artwork. Make the music. Make the podcast. Do the thing that might turn into something. We are past the stage where we can be stagnant and just kind of live life. No, you have to be building something greater out of yourself. We need to be better because we are better, and then if we're better, we can win. And yeah, that's the only strategy for an individual, I would say. And I don't want things to escalate. I don't think they're going to, but they might. So be ready for that if it happens. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Cheers.